A lot of y'all are looking on my screen, and I'm pretty sure y'all are wondering what happened to this man's face and who beat him up. I'm going to just tell you, I just think that the blessings came raining down from the heavens above that caused this damage to this man's face. So I want y'all to hear what he is accused of doing and probably what he did, especially since he was beat up to this extent. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And we are getting this from NBCMiami.com, so thank you for the article. This man is a school psychologist, and I want y'all to pay attention to what they're accusing him of doing. A psychologist for Miami-Dade County Public Schools has been arrested on child pornography charges, after he allegedly uploaded sexual abuse material to social media. His name is Robert Lee Turner, 62 years old, was arrested Monday on 5 counts of possession of sexual performance by a child material. 2 counts of promoting sexual performance by a child and resisting arrest without violence, Miami-Dade police officials say. Our detectives have the unfortunate job of viewing and dissecting this very harmful material, but the end to that is them working towards identifying the individuals in these videos so that they can bring them to justice they deserve, Miami-Dade Detective Andre Martin said. So there's quite a bit more attached to this story. Yes, a child psychologist. I'm just saying, man. That is depressing. But imagine what these kids had to go through. So keep the babies first. Share these stories for the babies. Now, according to police and an arrest report, the investigation began when a cyber tip was received from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children regarding someone who had uploaded child sexual abuse material to social media back on May 25th. The 2 videos, which involved children who appeared to be between the age of 8 years old and 16 years old, were promoted and or distributed to over 50 other users, the report said. In addition to the 2 videos allegedly uploaded by Turner, he was found to have another video and photos depicting child sexual abuse material, the report said. While serving a warrant at Turner's home, Turner barricaded himself inside a locked bathroom until authorities were able to make their way in and take him into custody. So he knew what he did. He knows he's a pedo and a hemophile. Turner appeared before a judge on Tuesday. I'm sure that was against his will, where a prosecutor asked that he be ordered to have a no contact with minors and to be on house arrest, saying he worked with children with special needs, including autism. The judge granted both orders and set Turner's bond at $23,000 while appointing a public defender. In a statement Tuesday, Miami-Dade County Public Schools said Turner had been fired. Miami-Dade Public Schools MDCPS is deeply troubled by the disturbing allegations made against this individual. This type of behavior will not be tolerated. As such, the individual's employment with the district has been terminated, and he will be precluded from seeking future employment with MDCPS, the statement read. To give you guys the fair usage, I'm just saying that man has the face of a pedophile, and they treated it as such, which is probably why he got his ass whooped. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. I would love for people to continue to share these videos. Please share them in your favorite true crime groups to get these pedophiles exposed. Let's go.
Now at 6, his job is to help children. But tonight, this Miami-Dade school psychologist is accused of possessing and distributing child pornography. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor joins us live from Northwest Miami-Dade. And Yvonne, investigators now revealing how they made this case.
Yes, Jim, they received a tip from a social platform about Robert Lee Turner, a 62-year-old man that they started investigating him since May of this year, basically 3 months ago. Now he's here, behind bars, and they set a bond for him of $28,000.
The defendant in this case was a psychiatrist who did work for the school system.
The state attorney underscored the position Robert Lee Turner, who was listening in bond court, held for years in Miami-Dade school system.
Mr. Robert Lee Turner didn't just counsel any children within Miami-Dade public schools, but specifically children who were special needs.
Detective Andrew Martin said the 3 months investigation turned intense because of Turner's position around children, and Monday morning he was arrested at his house in Southwest Miami-Dade. His neighbors shared this footage with CBS News Miami when cops showed up.
And when they arrived at Robert Lee Turner's home, instead of being held responsible for his actions, Robert Lee Turner decided that he wanted to resist arrest by locking himself within a room of the home.
The arrest report stated suspect promoted, distributed 2 videos of child abuse material to over 50 other users. There was 1 video of 2 juveniles appearing to be 10 to 12 years old. A video of 4 nude juvenile males on a bed. They appeared to be between the ages of 8 to 14 years old.
Our Internet Crimes Against Children detectives received a tip via a social media platform that informed them that there was an individual who was in possession of and distributed child sexual abuse material.
Today, we showed up at the house of Turner. Nobody responded, while we noticed scattered pieces of the door on the floor. We reached out to Miami-Dade school system, where Turner worked as a psychologist since 2017. They responded with a statement saying Miami-Dade Public Schools is deeply troubled by the disturbing allegations made against this individual. This type of behavior will not be tolerated. As such, the individual's employment with the district has been terminated, and he will be precluded from seeking future employment with Miami-Dade County Public Schools. And at CBS News Miami, we managed to actually find 2 of the schools where Robert Lee Turner was also a psychologist. One of them was Redland Elementary, and the other one, Felix Varela High School. Now, he currently faces 8 charges. Miami-Dade police says if by any chance you feel that one of your children may have been a victim of this man, contact Crime Stoppers of Miami-Dade. The number is 305-471-TIPS. We are live in West Miami-Dade. Yvonne Taylor, CBS News, Miami.
A psychologist for Miami-Dade County Public Schools who's been arrested on child pornography charges. Police do say that he uploaded sexual abuse content to social media.
NBC6's Steve Litz joins us live with more details on this disturbing arrest. Steve?
And Jackie, some of the details in the police report are so disturbing they're not fit for reporting on television. Dr. Robert Turner is the name of the suspect, the defendant in this case, and his job, according to police, was a school psychologist for Miami-Dade County Public Schools, and he would go from school to school counseling kids, and he would specialize, ladies, in children with special needs and also kids with autism. So investigators say he had and distributed pictures and several videos of kids engaged in sexual acts, and police describe one child as young as 6 years old. Investigators also say the material shows kids as well as adults, and so this case is not only involving protecting children, but the search is also on for at least one adult.
Our detectives have the unfortunate job of viewing and dissecting this very harmful material, but the end to that is them working towards identifying the individuals in these videos so that they can bring them the justice that they deserve.
Steve, this story, obviously, it is so disturbing, these details that we're breaking down here. A man having access to so many children in what's supposed to be a safe environment. How did police find out about this?
Good question, Roxy. They got a tip from an organization that has been around for a long time and is so well respected, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And so investigators at the Miami-Dade PD worked that tip, and then they went ahead and got a judge to sign a warrant to arrest Turner and also to go through his electronics. And so they had to force their way into his home. He lives in a townhouse near Zoo, Miami. They actually had to break the door jamb to get inside that unit. And Turner, according to investigators, then barricaded himself inside a bathroom and then eventually was taken into custody. Ladies, there is video from a neighbor. She has a doorbell camera, and so that shows the police buildup outside the house as that arrest was happening. And also, ladies, interesting. In bond court, typically the judge reads from the police report and reads the narrative, and so that's so the defendant knows the details and knows the charges that are leveled against him or her. But I'll tell you, that did not happen in this case. It was very interesting to see.
Right now at 6, we begin with the Local 10 News Safety Alert. A Miami-Dade school's psychologist arrested and accused of heinous acts. Investigators say he sent out videos that show children engaging in sex acts.
And when police arrived at his home, he barricaded himself inside a bathroom. Let's get right to Local 10's Leanne Motorhome live in Southwest Miami-Dade with the disturbing details. Leanne.
We're talking about a child psychologist accused of possessing and distributing child porn. The raid that resulted in his arrest took place at the home right behind me. The school district says he is now fired.
Good morning, Mr. Turner.
62-year-old Robert Lee Turner appearing in bond court Tuesday, visibly injured and wearing a safety smock. He's charged with 2 counts of distributing child pornography, 5 counts of possessing child porn, and 2 counts of resisting arrest. What's even more disturbing, Turner is a child psychologist specializing in patients with autism and was recently employed by Miami-Dade Public Schools.
He was working with special needs kids, including kids with autism.
Miami-Dade police say they received a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children submitted by Instagram. Turner is accused of sending 2 videos to 50 users using his account Dr. Robert L. Turner, an account that has since been deleted by Meta. The same account allegedly contained 5 images and videos of children, the descriptions of which are too disturbing and graphic for television. Police say he described one of those videos in a comment as yummy. On Wednesday, police served.
Oh my God, y'all see that?
The descriptions of which are too disturbing and graphic for television. Police say
he described the video as yummy, and I'm going to tell y'all again, like I said before, even though some people act like they didn't hear me say this earlier, what they did to this man's face was 100% justified, even before they prove it in court. Oh, he gonna get more of an ass whooping when he gets in prison. But whatever they did to his face, I'm not advocating violence, but I'm not against it. I'm not advocating violence. I'm not saying the inmates should do anything, but I'm not gonna be mad if they did a little bit more disfiguring to this fool's face. Just saying.
He described one of those videos in a comment as yummy. On Wednesday, police served a search warrant at his house, the signs of which are still evident by the broken front door. Police say Turner tried resisting arrest by hiding in a bathroom and prevented his hands from being cuffed. Police say he admitted the account was his to viewing child porn and even identified one of the images.
No unsupervised contact with any minor children.
Through the window of this vehicle parked outside Turner's home, we can see this Miami-Dade school's exceptional student sweater. The district tells Local 10 Turner was employed with them since 2017, and while he was not assigned to any one specific school, he was sent to schools throughout the district as needed. MDCPS calls the allegations against Turner disturbing and says he's been terminated and will never again be employed by the district.
Are they talking about terminating his job or terminating him? I think both could be justified, but I digress.
The judge ordered Dr. Turner held on a $28,000 bond. If he posts that bond, he must be on house arrest with a GPS monitor. He has also been ordered to stay away from any minors under the age of 18 and is prohibited from using the internet unless it's to communicate with his attorney. We're live in Southwest Miami-Dade. I'm Leanne Morejon, Local 10.
Okay, look, let's do this. Let's give Miami another L. Miami, y'all are taking another L. And let me tell y'all where y'all got this wrong. Because he would not have survived this in Texas. I'm going to just tell you that. He might not even have survived making it to jail or prison or court dates or anything like that. But out here, $28,000 bond for being a freaking pedo? I don't think so. I think no bond should have been in place. And if so, look, I think hurt, murdering, and abusing kids is just as bad and is equal to sexually violating children, sharing child porn, participating in child porn, creating child porn. I think all of that goes in the same bucket. It should be treated the same. So I would have easily have said $500,000 bond if it were me, if I were the judge. But, you know, this judge clearly ain't got no cojones. This judge clearly doesn't value the life of children serious enough to get his man a $28,000 bond, which means that if he is able to procure a bail bondsman, he's more than likely looking at about what, 28,000, it's $3,000, 30,000, 3,000, 10%, about $3,000 plus fees. And he can get out. And do you think that somebody with this sick, depraved mentality, what you think he's going to do when he get out? He's going to try to hide material. There's probably more other stuff that he has out there. He's probably going to warn others. This is why I don't think people like this should be able to make bail and get out. Not when it comes to our babies. I think they made a horrible mistake here. But I hope he gets a life sentence. I don't think that you can treat I think this is just as bad as if you murdered a child. We got to get these pedos and hebophiles out of our society. And if you look at his face, it looks like the people agree with me. He needs every bit of that and more, in my humble opinion. I'm not advocating violence. I don't want to get in any legal trouble over that. But I'm just saying I understand if that did happen. But thank you guys so much for listening to this story. Pray for those children that are all involved. Please watch your children, know what they're getting into, watch their social media, and parents, absolutely pry in your kids' life and know what the hell they're getting into and who they're being involved with. Watch your kids, please. People like this, a damn school psychologist messing with what do they call this? Mentally challenged children with disability, man. I'm pretty sure more is going to come out. So keep you posted. If anything else comes out, we'll do an update on this story, okay? Thank you.
Also, and a fun fact, David Solomon is a DJ in his spare time. So if you can't believe a DJ, who can you believe, Cheryl?
I'm DJ Just J, and I approve this message.